Hello. Today's exciting moments. Xiaobai rushed out, hugged his dad. Asan blocked the cop. Asan turned. Xiaobai, give me the detonator. We don't want publicity. Xiaobai nodded and gave it. After the crisis, Asan drove Xiaobai to the police station. Do you know Bai Ma? She's my secret weapon. Xiaobai nodded in agreement after contemplating. The car arrived at Bai Ma's and Asan knocked. Xiaobai wants to see you before going in, but Bai Ma replied, I don't even know how to face him. In the distance, Xiaobai was peeking through the car window like a detective in the dark, secretly watching his long-lost, but the door shut. Xiaobai helplessly pulled out a note with codes and a detonator. Asan, furious, pounded and shouted, Come on, she can't be unnoticeable. Without hesitation, she immediately chased after him, the year being 2053. In underground base, Xiao saw a muscular woman after her hood was removed, Asan, who blew up London. Unbelievable. Asan told Xiao, that boy named Xiaobai has now become the supreme commander of the new age. The bomber eluding the government is old Ha at the door. Xiao was speechless in shock, thinking, oh my god, a prank. Asan continued, time travel really exists. Old Ha will go back to 1890 and become Sir Huck, establishing a cult and reaching the pinnacle of life. After centuries of accumulation and mutation, had detonated a powerful nuclear bomb in 2023. Xiao thought this was all absurd, while Asan contemplated silently. Then, Xiao saw a mysterious machine they called the smoke monkey. Fu explained, a few years ago, while researching neutrinos, I discovered this strange phenomenon, and current science can't explain. Asan said he wanted to save lives lost in disasters. Of course, including his father and son, but Xiao thought the past was set. If they change it, what will happen to those who were born later? Isn't this also a form of a terror attack? Just then, the alarm suddenly armed police appeared on the monitor. Asan raised his gun to kill Xiao, but was pushed by a Fu. The police cleared the scene. Old Ha walked in and took Xiao to the side of the smoke monkey, where the guards brought Asan over. Asan regretted not killing Old Ha, but Old Ha said, is it not worth trading hundreds of thousands of futures for one chance? If he could choose again, how would he decide? As Old Ha finished, Asan elbowed the policeman behind. He seized the gun aimed, shot Old Ha's leg. Old Ha fell, fired back at Asan party time. He then turned to a Fu, demanding him to send the smoke monkey to 1889, but a Fu refused to comply, so Old Ha aimed the gun back at a Fu was forced to change the time. Old Ha rose, gave Xiao the gun, entering smoke monkey. Fu picked up a box, pleading Xiao for a chance to stop Old Ha. Xiao pulled the trigger. The bullet whizzed out with a sharp sound, heading straight for a Fu's frightened left eye. On a certain day in 1889, Old Ha slowly woke up from his sick. He walked to the window, pulled open the curtain, and saw London during the Industrial Revolution. Closing it, he walked to the table to pour water. He accidentally found a nameplate that read, dedicated to the fallen war hero Sir Huck. Old Ha thought, what a new opportunity. Huck's mother rushed over, recognized at a glance that Old Ha wasn't Huck, but since she missed her son so much, she brought Old Ha home. That night, Old Ha told Ham, I will help you make money and let your son enjoy life like I do. Ham asked, why would you do this? Old Ha replied, because I want to create a brand new family. Ham, so will I be a grandpa? Old Ha, of course, Ham, you are going to be the coolest granddad. A year later, Old Ha waited in Lungfeng Alley. A Fu travelled back, and Old Ha initially planned to treat a Fu, but he couldn't afford a Fu as he fell flat on the ground just after landing. Over the year, the noise level of the extraordinary mansion rose steadily, and guests kept coming through the lighting gate, all of whom were celebrities. Most of them came for stock consulting, and Old Ha made a fortune thanks to his time traveller advantage. Just then, a thief stole Xiaoli's necklace and tripped over Old Ha's foot. Thank you. Xiaoli said. Old Ha introduced himself and then played Xiaoli's piano in the church. Xiaoli complained, you play too well, I need to. From then on, Xiaoli came to Old Ha's house almost every day to play the piano, getting immersed in his cultured aura and slowly falling for him. One day, Huck was reminded Officer Beard had a photo possibly for conviction. Old Ha smiled, a new one's coming. Beard would become the killer in the Cheng Fen case. Xiaoli found Old Ha hoping he could rescue her father. At night, Old Ha told Beard, all we needed was to deal with the photographer, but you're in the wrong era. In your era, Beard could hold hands with Qianling. After Old Ha finished, he nodded to his nearby subordinate. Beard was strangled in the prison vehicle. Embarrassed, Old Ha told Xiaoli, your father committed suicide out of guilt. Fast forward to 2053, Xiao got promoted but was not happy at all. Upon returning home, she couldn't help but cry over a Fu, accidentally discovering the bag. The bag contained the paper that had been lost. Saya recalled what Afu had said in class: time travel is not one way, it happens simultaneously. Go back to the past, I'll jump to the future. If correct, another Afu appears in 4 days. With this thought, Saya rushed to her brother's house, where Asan was nursing his injuries. Look, I have great news. I deeply regret shooting Afu, but maybe there's still hope to save him. Old Ha and Zayali happily tied the knot in the church, and just like that, time flew by. The couple lived happily. Zayali had a son for Old Ha. After the birth, Old Ha dressed Zayali in a white gown for a basement surprise. Below, half of London's elite gathered. The butler lifted the canvas, revealing Afu's body. Please subscribe and follow our channel to explore more stories that you can only see here.